Karnataka will choose its next assembly in a single-phase election on 10th May, with the results to be announced on 13th May. The state has a total electorate of 5.24 crore with an almost equal gender ratio. Out of this, 1.5 lakh are above 80 years old and 5.6 lakh have been identified as persons with disability. India's digital public infrastructure, DPI, loosely the India Stack and more, is a marvel of our times, shaped in a unique partnership between governments, union and states, regulators, the private sector, selfless volunteers, startups, and academia think tanks. Aadhaar authentications have shot up to 2.2 billion per month, and the cumulative number over the past 12 years has crossed 100 billion. Digi Yatra is a biometric-enabled seamless travel, best experience based on a facial recognition system, FRS, again through a partnership between industry and government, which ensures seamless identification of passengers at key checkpoints such as airport entry, security check and boarding gate clearance. DigiLocker, one of the least known DPIs, which today has 150 million users, 6 billion stored documents, and done with a tiny budget of 50 crore rupees over 7 years. The Unified Payment Interface or UPI, which is breaking records under the visionary leadership at the National Payments Corporation of India. It has now crossed 8 billion transactions per month and transacts a value of $180 billion a month, or about a staggering 65% of India's GDP per annum. A former Soviet state, which like Kazakhstan and Ukraine handed over its nuclear weapons to Russia after the dissolution of the Soviet Union, Belarus has developed close military and political ties with Russia. It is one of the closest and few remaining allies of Russia. It is predominantly Orthodox like Russia, with its population almost entirely Russian-speaking. There are also only a few border controls between the two countries. Belarus is a member of the Russian-led military alliance, the Collective Security Treaty Organization, as well as the Eurasian Economic Union. Russia leases to military installations in Belarus, both inherited from Soviet times. Moreover, Belarus gets subsidized oil and natural gas imports from Russia. Belarus' geostrategic position between Russia and Ukraine and between Russia and Poland makes it very important for Russia. It also shares borders with 3 NATO members, Lithuania, Latvia, and Poland. For long, Belarus has been used as a forward base by Russia for power projection to give it strategic depth. China has threatened resolute countermeasures over a planned meeting between Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen and Speaker of the U.S. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy during an upcoming visit in Los Angeles by the head of the island. Saudi Arabia has agreed to join the Shanghai Cooperation Organization (SCO) as a dialogue partner. Besides China, its 8 members include India, Pakistan and Russia, as well as 4 Central Asian countries, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan and Tajikistan. The Securities and Exchange Board of India on Wednesday moved to improve disclosure norms and transparency by mandating that large listed companies must confirm or deny price-sensitive market rumors, and in the case of material board decisions disclose them to exchanges within 30 minutes. SEBI made it mandatory for the top 100 listed companies by market capitalization to verify, confirm or deny or clarify any market rumors. The markets regulator also made it mandatory for upstreaming of clients' funds by stockbrokers and clearing members to clearing corporations, a move aimed at protecting retail investors' funds. India's trade deficit with China touched $71.56 billion in the first 10 months of 2022 to 1923, just $1.7 billion short of the record high of $73.31 billion in 2021 to 2022. The trade deficit with China in 2004 to 2005 was $1.48 billion, which increased to $36.21 billion in 2013 to 2014. Against this massive increase, the trade deficit with China has since increased by only about 102% to $73.31 billion in 2021 to 2022. The Lok Sabha on Wednesday cleared the Competition Amendment Bill 2022 aimed at bringing in greater regulation of corporates, particularly big tech firms, by introducing deal value threshold for approvals by the Competition Commission of India (CCI) and enabling cartels to avail of the CCI's settlement mechanism. A major change in the bill that now awaits the Rajya Sabha's nod is the provision relating to penalties that the CCI can levy. Presently, the CCI can impose a penalty of up to 10% of a firm's average turnover in the relevant market. The phrase turnover will refer to the global turnover derived from all the products and services by a person or an enterprise, which, experts said, is a highly contentious provision that will result in higher penalties for global multi-product companies. The introduction of deal value thresholds will bring transactions involving asset-light and low-revenue companies under the CCI's scrutiny. The National Payments Corporation of India (NPCI) on Wednesday clarified that the interchange charge of 1.1% on merchant transactions exceeding 2,000 rupees done using prepaid payment instruments (PPI) wallets on UPI would only be applicable for PPI merchant transactions and there would be no charge to customers. The Supreme Court on Wednesday slammed the silence of the state on spiraling incidents of hate speeches made against minority communities, including Muslims.